What's good, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Please. No? Y'all can't hear me? Y'all can hear me? You lying to me. And guess what? I feel like I'm on Chrome. I think I'm on Chrome. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see. Make sure. Let me see. Leave. Now, wait a minute. Can y'all really hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, please. I know I'm late. But let me know again. Let me make sure just to confirm before I get out of Firefox if y'all can still hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. As love as y'all can hear me. Oh my God. And I didn't even do nothing. I don't even know what happened. You see what the devil be doing? And I'm back over here on Chrome. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. It's so much going on. My anxiety is messed up because it's so much stuff to talk about. I be wanting to do some pre-records because it's so much stuff to talk about, and it just be a lot going on. And it's a lot going on. And y'all got me out here paying attention to stuff. I feel like this is my job. And y'all got me paying attention to stuff that I don't be want to pay attention to. Because honestly and truthfully, I don't care about what's going on with Remy Ma and shout out to Lil Kim. I don't really care about what's going on between Remy Ma and Papoose and his mister. I call it a mister. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa Shields to me give me mister. You know what I'm saying? And this morning, I was trying to be here for y'all, and I listened to the whole live that Remy Ma did yesterday. I listened to the whole live that Remy Ma did, and I listened to. Now I didn't know that Papoose. I think I'm a little bit behind though because I didn't know. I think what I saw with Papoose, it was only 26 minutes or something like that or whatever. But I don't have it in me to sit down with no interview for Clarissa Shields. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get about it. Hold on. What's good, Rich? He said I just finished Forever and he gave me Love Jones but modernized. Love Jones. Now wait a minute. It was now Richie. Forever is good, but Love Jones, baby, y'all listen. Y'all be jumping out the window. I don't know what y'all listen. I'm here for my classics. It don't give Love Jones at all, baby. It don't give Love Jones at all, baby. But but we're gonna talk. We got to talk about Cassie and the latest Diddy updates or whatever because Cassie, girl, Cassie, what we gonna do with Cassie? Hold on, let me see something real quick, and then we got to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and Tory Lanez. And I feel like, to me, I don't care what y'all say. I know y'all gonna have a different opinion than me, and I'm not trying to be. What do y'all call a person who? I'm not trying to be a contrarian. But Glorilla meant that shit. Okay? To me, you don't make no accident like that. And I feel like I feel like it's just a Megan hate train, and I don't get it but we're gonna talk about it. We gotta talk about Kandi, we gotta talk about Carisha. We're gonna touch on some stuff or whatever, but we can't be up here all night. Let me see. I'm looking for something before we get started. Let me see something. But y'all, let me see what's been going on. Let me see, because I be having anxiety. I do. It ain't that I be having anxiety. It's just sometimes I be want to talk about stuff and then I get stuck. Full transparency, it's like I know what I want to talk about, but then I be getting stuck, and I don't know if y'all want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? That be what that's what my hesitation be. I don't know if y'all want to hear about it, whatever. But I am behind. Congratulations. I am behind on what is our show? Beyond the Gates. I'm behind, and I would have been behind a couple of weeks ago. But one of the weeks they had only gave us 2 episodes. But I'm behind on Beyond the Gates or whatever. So I'm gonna try to see if I can catch up this weekend because I got Paramount Plus, and one of my homeboys. Listen, let me tell you, Paramount Plus is the shit. Paramount Plus is the shit. Because one of my friends, he had let me use his Paramount Plus account in 2021. It had to be 2021. He let me use his 2021, use his Paramount Plus thing in 2021. And baby, I done unplugged the TV out the wall. I done got a whole new Wi-Fi. I done moved to a different apartment, baby. And that Paramount Plus ain't asked me to sign in no more. Okay? Because we got a nigga rigged over here. My mama got the Netflix account. I pay for the Hulu. She paid for the Netflix account. Netflix got to where they is. And I feel like every 2 weeks now, they trying to say, are you out of town? Did you move? You get what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Because I watched it I would have been able to catch up with, I would have been able to watch forever and caught up with it in one night, but I ain't want to wake my mama up and be like, girl, what's the password? What they telling you to do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit behind. Well, I'm through with forever. I don't know what I want to do a review on it, and I know I keep on saying it. It's been a week. I said I was going to do a review on it, whatever. But it's just I'm probably going to have to. I don't know. I want to do a review, but I did that. But I am caught up on Godfather of Harlem. I am caught up on Godfather of Harlem. I am going to catch up. You know, Nicole Kidman is one of my favorite girls. She was on the show called Nine Perfect Strangers with Man Boy is on there with. Wait a minute, Man Boy from what is this called? What show was Man Boy on? His name was Man Boy. He Snowfall. Man Boy from Snowfall is on there. And what is my girl name? Monique said that she's the black version of her. What's her name? If I was black, I would be Jenna McCarthy. What did Monique said? If I was a white woman, I would be Jenna McCarthy. She's on there. Nicole Kidman, Regina Hall is on there. Nine Perfect Strangers. So I'm going to catch up on that. I'm on episode 1, season 1. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to catch up. What else am I watching? I don't know. I just feel like for most of the time, I'll be listening to podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my favorite podcast is Higher Learning with Rachel Lindsay and Van Latham. But they get to where they give me 2-hour episodes every time. I can't do no 2 hours, Rachel and Van. But you know, we're gonna talk. Okay, let me see. It was something. First, we're gonna have to go through the latest Diddy updates. Okay, so first we gotta go. I don't know where we stopped at. Where did we stop? I'm trying to think. We ended up. They gave us I know that we talked about the pictures of the escorts. We ended up seeing the escorts, and TMZ showed us where they got the escorts from. Where they ordered the escorts from. My God, today. If y'all want to, I really enjoyed. I've been watching everybody's coverage on the Diddy Cassie stuff. Lord knows I wish I was in that courtroom. They would have put me out. They would have put me out, baby. Because every time they would have had another escort coming in, I would have said, God damn, Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Because you come back, Cassie, girl. I don't think I would have came out of told. Listen, y'all would have. Let me ask y'all a real question. Put a 1 in the chat if you would. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. Y'all think y'all would have got up there and told y'all hotels for $30 million? For $30 million? I mean, she probably feel like she already got a husband. But y'all would have told y'all hotels for $30 million? I don't know if I would have told all that. I don't know if I would have told that. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have told your stories for $30 million. Hey, Coco Angelique. 2, you saying no? No, you know, Cassie no Walls Ventura. Yes, have you told? I'm a virgin, so I would can't kill me. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think I would have for $30 million. Not the right, Shandy Sheen. Not those type of hotels, and they want to go find emails and stuff. And you saying you got sores all in your mouth and stuff, girl? No, baby. They going over there saying that you got sores and stuff all in your mouth. You can't even sing because you got sores in your mouth.
You nasty.
I don't know. I think I would have taken it to great. Right. Maybe for 150 million, you would have told them. Most people hotels are that extreme. But no, most people. Where y'all from? Yeah, I will tell it over and over. It's a true story. Wow, and move. I'm gonna need a little bit more. I know that's right, Kia. We're gonna need a little bit. We're gonna need a little bit more. But Cassie, I want to say when we stopped, Cassie mama was on the stand. Cassie mama had took the stand, and we found out that Diddy and Cassie got into it because she found out that she was messing with Kid Cudi, and she ended up sending her mama an email. What is going on? For me, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. What's going on with you and your mama that y'all sending each other emails? You can't call her? You can't call your mama? That you sending her emails in the case of an emergency. You sending your mama an email telling her that he gonna release a sex tape out of you, that he's upset with you. He found out you were sleeping with somebody else, and he's gonna put out a sex tape of you. And somehow Diddy got to talking to her mama and told her that he wanted $20,000 from the mama. And the mama had went and put the house up for when they got a loan up on the house. Okay. Now I'm just telling y'all, with me and my mama, y'all know my grandmother said, don't give away nothing you can sell. Don't give away nothing you can sell. So if Diddy would have told my mama that he was gonna put out a tape of like me or my sister or something like that or whatever, my mama would have came and asked me for the $20,000. He needs $20,000. My mama would have been like, cool, straight. And she would have been like, give me $20,000. This nigga over here talking about he gonna put out a tape of you. But the fact that Cassie, it's worse than what we thought. Because Cassie was fucking on the billionaire. Cassie was fucking on a billionaire and didn't have $20,000. And she was over there being ran through. She was over there being ran through, and she was fucking on a billionaire. That my mama would have been like, what is going on? My mama would have been like, what is going on? Put a 7 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. You couldn't give your mama, like, my mama used to always say, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. If you got access to the money, and I'm not saying that she had access to all of the money, but my whole thing is, was you going shopping on your own? What were you doing? What am I trying to say? There is, it's like there are certain, you talking to him. What is your allowance? What is he giving you? Is he sending you on shopping sprees when you getting bags? It's like, I'm trying to understand, is everything coming out of his pocket? Like, how are you getting paid? He paying, you get what I'm saying? You ain't got no money. You ain't stacking up for a rainy day. This ain't gonna work. You number 6. You number 6, baby. You ain't got $20,000 to give your mom. She had to go put a house up for sale. Dumb hoe. Could you imagine? But let me hold on. Wait a minute, because Cassie, he had full control of her, especially financially. He didn't pay her. Oh my God! But I thought she said that she was working. That's what she said. She said that she was working because she was sending texts like this. Can y'all see it? We on Patreon. I mean, we on Chrome. Okay. She said, this is text message that she sent. This is the text message that she sent. She said, I can't wait to have my legs cocked back behind my head to feel some dick tease my pussy raw. Could you believe that? And you ain't got $20,000? You sending texts like that? I just can't fathom. I can't fathom this, y'all. Yes, True and Blue. What? Oh, yes. Baby, I'm not going to never let this die down. This is, baby, I can't wait to have my legs cocked back behind my head to feel some dick tease my pussy raw. Girl, Cassie. And you didn't have $20,000? She was a drug addict. Girl, we can't see it. Baby, I don't know how to blow it up anymore. Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute, let me see. This is why I like to go. You can't see it, but it's there. Zoom in, that's all I can tell you. I don't talk. No, I don't, EHC Bunny. Let me tell you something, Mama. I'm a virgin. I couldn't even think this shit right here is worse than a Zane novel. I remember when we was in middle school, Omar Tyree, rest in peace. Is he still alive? When I was in high school, okay, so it was a book called The Coldest Winter Ever. People used to read. My mom had that book. My mom had that book for a long time ago, but that was before my time. when I was in middle school, somebody had the book Fly Girl by Omar Tyree or whatever. And so that, you know what I'm saying? That was a little grown for us, Fly Girl. The only like dirty talk I know is I can't wait to come home so you can tear that cherry out. That would have been the only thing that I would have thought to write in a text message to somebody, you know. Oh, he's still alive, Siri? Okay, I will sneak those books. You would? My favorite book, Fly Girl? Oh, I just read. Right, okay. So that the only thing that I could think about is I can't wait till I get home so you can tell. That's the only thing I would have been able to write. But this right here, that Cassie wrote, I can't wait to have my legs cocked back behind my head to feel some dick tease my pussy raw. And we know that they was over there buying the big willies. They was over there buying the big dicks, allegedly. They was over there buying the big. They was over there, and it was only gonna tease her because she was so loose. It was only gonna tease her because she was so loose. Oh, Cassie, girl. Okay. Then we gotta go. It's a 1-2 punch. It's a 1-2 punch. Okay. He asked her, "What you thinking about?" She said, "I'm thinking about licking those dicks from the balls to the head, then slowly lowering my mouth down on it and let it hit the back of my throat and choke me." But she said that it was obvious. Oh, God. Cassie, girl. And my whole thing too with the tapes, mama, did he say she had to be high saying this shit? She wasn't, baby. She wasn't high, baby. She wasn't high. I thank you for the super chat, Amy J. She said, "I heard Cassie's mother is a paralegal by trade. Maybe that's why she emailed her playing the long game." Of course, I believe that they was playing the long game, and that was the game that they had to play. Yes, Cassie. What did she say again? Let me see. I forgot. She said, "I'm thinking about licking those dicks from the balls to the head." And see, this is what I'm saying. You got to pay attention to what people say. Okay? I'm thinking about licking those dicks. Licking those dicks is plural. You get what I'm saying? Put a 2 in the chat if you feel what I'm saying. Licking those dicks is plural. It was more than one. It was more than one. She said, "From the balls to the head, and then slowly lowering my mouth down it to let it hit the back of my throat and choke me." Okay, girl. I don't know if I would have been able to say this, baby. I don't know if I would have been able to read them messages when my mom and shit still living. I'm telling y'all, better leave them to cell phones and shit. If you can't talk to the person, if you gonna listen, I'm telling you, listen to me. If you are gonna give those text messages and stuff like that, say it in person. Say it in person or over the phone. Okay. Anyway, Kid Cudi took the stand. Well, wait a minute. Apparently, a personal assistant for Diddy ended up coming and testifying. He said that he saw, because remember the last personal assistant said that he never saw Diddy beating on Cassie. Now he said that he walked in a hotel room in the middle of a freak off. He said Cassie was in the bed with the covers up over her. It was a well-endowed man that was in a hotel room, and he ran out, and Diddy was in the shower. Okay, but this thank you for the super chat, Cameron. He said Cameron meant it because this is very specific. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ms. Mona said you can't even say it over the phone. Right. Listen, you're supposed to be in it. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Now, the man said that the first personal assistant that testified said that he didn't never see Cassie. Did he hit anybody? Okay. The second personal assistant said that he saw Diddy beating up on Cassie on a private jet. You over here whooping somebody 1,000 miles in the air? You beating on somebody 1,000 miles in the air? And this time Cassie was screaming out for help, and Cassie had said, "Does anybody see this?" Diddy was a madman that should have been put down. I couldn't imagine. Now, if it took, I'm just telling you, and I'm just being real. If I would have seen like one of my friends or somebody or a woman getting beat by a man and she asked for help, I would have helped. But if she was just sitting there like letting it go on, especially if we're 1,000 miles in the air, I wouldn't have did nothing. But if she would have asked for help, like help me, I would have helped her. I promise to God I would have. But if she was supposed to, if she was just, if I knew that she was in a relationship and she was just gonna get knocked upside the head and she was gonna keep on going, because you could lose your life jumping into a domestic dispute. You can. You could lose your life. You could lose your life and she'll be right back with him tomorrow. She wasn't ready to leave. But the man said that he looked and turned his head, and he also said that he saw Diddy throwing apples at Gina. Okay. But Kid Cudi testified. Thank you for the super chat, Andrew Mack. He said, "I'm no prude, but I'm clutching my invisible pearls." You need to be clutching a rosary with what Cassie and Diddy had going on over there. Thank you for the super chat, Lisa Mack. I appreciate it. And I found out, when you go see the Twitter, see my Twitter, see y'all follow my Twitter, that's my Gabor Twitter, but I got another Twitter, a whole nother Twitter that y'all don't know nothing about. But that Twitter over there, the girls be over there, the investigative girls be over there finding out. And one of those people on Twitter, can I say it? Well, I gotta say it. I gotta tell my people. One of the sex workers over there on that Diddy was over there paying. Let me see. He used to be a gay porn star back in the day. He used to be a gay porn star. Brian, the one that they found on Craigslist. Could you imagine? Like your family finding out that you an escort and then you were selling it on Craigslist? And some of them niggas still selling dude. Some of them still selling it. Okay? Let me see. Let me show you which one. This one right here. Used to be a gay porn star. He used to be a gay porn star back in the day. This is the one that they caught on that they said that they found on Craigslist in New York. Okay? This is the one that they said that they found on Craigslist in New York City. Okay? That's why I don't date love hard. That's obvious. What's the ad? What you mean, what's the ad? The case is about violence, abuse, and control, period. Of course. Gabor, you said he was kind of tough. I need to see this. Young, he's handsome. And he's actually cute. Post thing. He's a lost soul. He's a lost soul. Okay. What else did I see? His name ain't Brian on the gay porn. His name ain't Brian on the gay porn. His name is hold on, let me see. On my phone. His name is the guy next door. His name is, let me see. Y'all can look it up and see if it was, because I looked at the pictures of it. It ain't giving BBC. I mean, I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't know. Let me see. I'm not even telling my business. Y'all trying to get me. His name is, if y'all want to look him up, his name is G-Off. G-Off, put in gay, XXX, G-Off. Excuse me, God. But I don't know. I gotta give y'all the. But I mean, she said, but he looked like he had enough to tease it. I guess I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was enough just to tease it because that's a. She was over there having a Punisher and everything else. You get what I'm saying? But then they talked about her dating Kid Cudi. Now, Kid Cudi said that Cassie had ended up, he said that he wasn't talking to Cassie in 2010. Okay? He said that he started talking to him and Cassie started dating in 2012. He said that Cassie ended up calling him, I guess in the middle of the night and said that Diddy had found out about them. She wanted to be picked up. He ended up taking her to a hotel. Somehow he got a call that Diddy was in his house. And he called Diddy and was like, "Nigga, are you in my house?" he was in ready. He wanted to fight Diddy, and he was on his way to his house, but he ended up being smart because he didn't know. I believe he said that he didn't know if Diddy. The fact of the matter is, Diddy was in his house and was playing around with his dog and did something to his dog. Now I don't know if he did something to the dog like Dennis McKinney, did something to the dog or whatever. But the fact that somebody was in your house, to me, is just a eerie feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know if you have somebody in your house, you don't know if they set up cameras. You get what I'm saying? It's just a weird feeling. It's just crazy. Okay. Now it seems to be a dispute of whether or not if who gave Diddy his address. The dog is passed away now because this is in 2012. This was 13 years ago, but the dog has passed away now. I believe he said that after that, it was close to Christmas time. He had some Christmas presents for his family. And the presents has been touched, but nothing was really stolen in the house. But again, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They probably was sprinkling some stuff all around the house and stuff like that. Probably taking hair out of his comb brushes and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. After that, him and Cassie, I believe he went to Connecticut with Cassie. Diddy was calling him, and then he was at his sister's. He was at his ex-girlfriend's sister's house. And his dog sitter called him and told him that his car was on fire. So the Porsche was on fire. And they got pictures. Y'all want to see the pictures of the Porsche? TMZ got pictures of the Porsche. Yes, Miss Mona, you never know. You never know. You never know. I don't trust nobody like that. You never know. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. He said Cassie was a perpetual victim and love a girl who just wanted to use what she got to get what she wanted to be. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. Yeah, but I still do believe that she was a victim, though. I still do. I don't think that she is as innocent as she makes herself seem, but that doesn't negate the fact that she was a victim in some of the stuff that happened. To me, and I gotta keep on telling y'all this, but I don't care how holed out, how fucked out, how many freak offs she wanted. If there was any time that she didn't want to do it no more and she was forced to me, that is still rape. And I think that people need to understand that. And I said the same thing with Carly, the girl over there with Shannon Sharp. But the thing with Cassie is Cassie, when she was leaving, when we saw Cassie getting beat, we didn't know it at the time. Cassie was leaving a freak off. So she was being forced. She was being forced. She could be as freaky as she want to be. But if she didn't want to be that day, she has that right. You can say no at any given time. It doesn't matter. Thank you for the super chat, India. I appreciate it. Okay. Now let's see the car. Let me see the car. Oh, Brian. That girl say tease my pussy raw. Baby. Okay. So he said that they put a hole in the top of his Porsche. Let me see. He said they put a hole at the top of his Porsche. Okay. Now, this is the Cudi's burnt Porsche. Cudi's burnt Porsche. Okay. So I'm not trying to be funny. It don't look too bad. You know what I'm saying? But they said that it was salvaged. I mean, that it was not, they weren't able to salvage it. Is that the right word? Am I using the word right? It was non-drivable no more. They wasn't able to fix it. So they put a hole. What was the babysitter doing? What was the dog sitter doing? What was the dog sitter doing? Yeah, total. Thank you, Rob J. What was the dog sitter doing that they was able to come to? But the dog sitter, I'm not going to blame the dog sitter. I probably, in my real life, I probably would have blamed the dog sitter, but they put a Molotov cocktail in the front seat and blew the car up. Okay. Then he said that it had went on long enough that he ended up contacting Diddy and said that they needed to meet. They ended up meeting at a hotel. Diddy was standing out the window like a mafia boss, like a villain in a movie. And basically they was talking, and Cassie came out like, yeah, this is my man. I'm with him now. And he said that Cassie played them both. Okay. Now, from what I understand, the defense, I forget. Somebody asked him, did Cassie tell him that Diddy was beating on her? And I believe that she said that he was hitting on her and kicking on her. Now, if I remember correctly, she was already doing the freak off before Kid Cudi and after Kid Cudi. The defense should have asked her, or whoever asked her that, they should have asked her, did she tell you that she was doing freak offs? Did she tell you that she was doing freak offs? What's good, Mims? She was asleep. You wanted her to fight Diddy and D-Rock? That was above her pay grade. I don't want her to fight nobody, but call the laws. That's all I'm saying. Call the laws. What was she doing sleeping? She dog sitting. What you doing sleeping? She dog sitting. Was the dog sleep? That's just like having a babysitter at your house that's supposed to be watching the kids and they falling asleep. How you sleep and they up? I'm wrong for that picture of Clarissa. What am I wrong for the picture of Clarissa for? Hey, baby, that's a picture of Clarissa. She's smiling in the picture. She know the picture was out there. I hired a pet sitter. They come to your home, feed your pets, and walk the dog. They clean up after your pets and go home until the next day. It used to be a Asian woman. They used to go to people's houses and dog sit. I mean, they go walk your dogs or whatever. That woman used to have about 12 dogs at a time walking across the street. I'm sure she wanted to stop. Who Inez? LOL, I dog sat for my friends and stayed in their apartment for a week. My friend had asked me to dog sit. She didn't really ask me to dog sit. She just asked me if I had time, can I go over there and take the dog out or whatever. And so I did it twice a day. I don't really like dogs like that, though. Yeah, I just feel like I don't like what Diddy did, and I think that Diddy did that to Kid Cudi because he was young. I don't think that he would have did that. I don't think that he would have did that to Suge Knight or nobody like that. I think that he did that to Kid Cudi because Kid Cudi was young. I don't like it. Lady Gaga's dog walker got a jump knife and shot walking her dog, and they stole the dog. Oh yeah, you're right, Rob J. That's true. They did do that. They did do that. Okay, but that's all we got now for Cassie. They didn't have court today. I think they're going to start back on court on Tuesday. Well, I'm talking about Cassie. Diddy. Okay. I don't see, in my opinion, I don't see Diddy walking with this. I don't know if he's going to get life, but I definitely see Diddy going to jail. I did that with my friend's cat, LOL. Just had to go check on him and feed him. You know, cats be all on the counters and stuff, though. You know, dogs don't be doing all that. I don't need a pet den because I don't want anyone in my house when I'm not there. So, but you know, Silk and Sad, some people love their dogs. They treat them like kids. Thank you for the super chat, Amy J. She said Kid Cudi didn't have any insurance. I'm sure the car was paid off. He had insurance. He had insurance on the car. Cudi would have demolished Diddy in the fight. I believe so too. I love my dogs, never wanted one. Then my goodness, you end up loving them. Okay, what we got next? Who we gonna do next? Megan and Glorilla. Okay, well, first of all, let's go with Megan. I don't know. It was a woman. What is the woman name? She's a. Let me see. Let me find the woman name. Some House of Representative. She said that she was friends with Amber Rose, and she said that she had Ring camera footage that was going to exonerate Tory Lanez. Okay, and she had, I believe her name is Annabella or something like that. She said that she had Ring camera footage that was going to exonerate them, and she said that they're trying to get the stuff put out there, and it was going to be 36 hours, and it's been almost 72 hours, and I ain't seen nothing yet that was going to exonerate them. Okay. Then they tried to say that it was going to exonerate him because they were saying that he said dance bitch. She said that she knew Amber Rose, and Amber Rose had got her involved with the case. Okay?
See, that's a dirty ass bitch right there.
That Amber Rose is something else. Amber Rose is something else, okay? Now, this is the thing for me where I just feel like when y'all try to, it just don't make sense to me, right? So you mean to tell me that Megan Thee Stallion is signed with Roc Nation? I don't know for how much longer, okay? Because if I'm being real, everything sounds the same. I know she's from Houston. Well, they say she's the San Antonio hottie, but everything sounds the same. But she was signed with Roc Nation, okay? And she got shot in the hoof, okay? Tory Lanez, the person who shot her, that had offered her and Kelsey $1 million apiece. He was fighting for his life. You mean to tell me that he had hired some investigators for his case, and Megan had Roc Nation behind them, and all of a sudden now 2 years later, Ring camera footage is popping up out of nowhere? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The fact, if we got new Ring camera footage, it tells me that Tory didn't take his case seriously. And Tory y'all are not going to make me, listen, I get that y'all don't like Megan. I get that y'all, dick worshipers, and y'all mad that she put a black man in jail, okay? But y'all want me to believe. Well, first of all, the woman is not saying that Kelsey shot him. She ain't saying that the Ring camera footage, that's what you need to be showing me. Show me Kelsey holding a gun and shooting Megan, but y'all don't got that. Y'all just saying that he didn't say dance bitch, okay? But then they going on and saying that Megan wasn't even shot. And so Megan had put something out that she was telling the truth. 1 minute y'all say I wasn't shot. Then the next minute y'all say that I was shot, but he didn't shoot me. Y'all got to make up your mind, okay? But when push comes to shove, niggas won't even do time for their homeboys. Okay? Y'all want me to believe that Tory is doing time for Kelsey? And then they say that Kelsey's security. What the fuck is Kelsey doing with security? When did Kelsey get security? What does Kelsey have security for? What does Kelsey have security for? So you mean to tell me that Tory was so loyal to Kelsey? He's so loyal to Kelsey that when Kelsey got sick and caught COVID and went back to Houston, he fucked Megan. He's so loyal that when Kelsey went back to Houston when she had COVID, he started fucking Megan. Okay? He's so loyal. So loyal that when they got invited to Kylie's house where Kelsey and Megan was there, he tried to send them home so he could fuck Kylie. He's so loyal. And now you telling me, we even heard him when Megan got shot and he called Kelsey. We even heard the phone call. Because after the case was over with, he called Kelsey and said that he was sorry, he was apologetic. But people know how to use the jail phones even in Canada. I'll be talking on my cell phone and I don't really say everything that I be wanting to say because I always feel like Big Brother is listening. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in my own house or whatever, and I know ain't no cameras in there or whatever, but I still be thinking Big Brother listening. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, y'all might think I'm crazy. I do. But he shot the girl. And he not even in jail for shooting the girl. He wasn't supposed to have no guns on him. I'll be glad when he get out and they send him to Canada. I'll be glad when he get out and they send his ass to Canada. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, now Glorilla, with her new nose, Glorilla goes online and she I believe she reposted something that had Tory's song playing in the background. And Megan ended up unfollowing her. Let me see. Megan ended up unfollowing her. and y'all got upset at Megan. If y'all hate Megan, listen to me. I don't care what y'all say. I know y'all gonna be mad at me. I know y'all gonna be mad at me, and I know I probably listen. Y'all not gonna understand. For me, though, that wasn't no accident. What Glorilla did, liking and reposting that post, to me, that wasn't no action. That wasn't no accident. That wasn't no accident. Ain't no way you gonna make me believe that Glorilla did that on accident. And then the fact that y'all act like that so Glorilla made it seem like it was an accident. She didn't know what song was being posted. To me, I don't believe it, in my opinion. But again, y'all act like that Megan is out of line because y'all act like this was just a nigga that Megan was fucking and he cheated on her or something like that or whatever, yada, yada, yada. But this nigga actually shot her. So if Glorilla is over here with the option posting the option stuff on her page, why can't Megan be upset about that? This ain't just no nigga that she was, you know what I'm saying, messing with. This is the man that shot her. If you shot me in my pinky toe, you tried to kill me. Y'all act like that Megan's beef with Tory is something, petty. This man tried to shoot her. And if y'all want to be real with you, I feel like that Glorilla got at the top of her game when she started being around Megan, in my opinion. To me, if I feel like if you did that, to me, in my opinion, I wouldn't be able to look past that if I'm Megan. I wouldn't be able to look past that. To me, let me know. Put a 3 in the chat if you think it was on accident. Put a 6 in the chat if you think that it wasn't. I believe it was. I don't believe it was no accident. Get him, Glo. Megan for the forever victim. Everybody messing up on her. You think it was? That's what he said. What? Megan put her on. Megan. Oh yeah. 3 + 3 = 6. Yes, but yeah, I believe it. I don't believe it was no accident. I don't believe it was no accident. That ain't nothing, girl. It ain't no coincidence that now all of a sudden everybody's starting to talk about Tory. Now Glorilla hop on the train now. Glorilla meant to post that. And it ain't nothing else to talk about. Monique, Monique, I don't know what Tory Lane songs done did to you and got you through some tough times because you ride for Tory, baby. With that new nose. Right, her and her new nose. Hey, Shirley, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, Yaya? Please, Kanye West, us the forever victim. Now, you don't believe no accident. They would have told the truth if it was no accident. Yeah, that wasn't no accident. Yeah, that wasn't no accident to me. And if it was an accident, you should have known better. You should have looked better. Okay? What else did I see? Oh, Kandi. Kandi came out. I just see, I'm a little toxic and my family is a little toxic, but we are a work in progress, okay? Kandi was on Amazon Live and Kandi gave us some bad news, okay? Now, Kandi said she revealed that Bertha has Alzheimer's and it's not easy, okay? It says Kandi is opening up about a personal struggle affecting her family. During a recent appearance on Amazon Live, Kandi shared that her aunt Bertha has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. We're having a really hard time because Bertha has Alzheimer's and it's not easy. It's the time. Bertha appeared on Real Housewives of Atlanta and started in the spinoff Kandi in the Game. She was also one of the inspirations behind Kandi and Todd's and Johnny's restaurant Old Lady Gang. We are sending love to Bertha and the entire Birds Tucker family. Listen, I love Bertha. She was my favorite. Bertha was my favorite. Bertha, it was like, let me see. Is Bertha my favorite? I love Bertha. Bertha gave, if Bertha was my auntie, I'd just be sitting in her face all day. Like, make me laugh. Make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw this, I just got to be honest with y'all. I'm just telling y'all what's on my heart and what I saw. If I was a part of Kandi's family, I would have had a problem with this. Kandi, if I'm want to unbirth the kids or grandkids, you don't go and make no announcement like that. Who? I'm not trying to be fun. I'm just telling y'all. For me, this announcement that she made on Amazon Live, did she sign paperwork and get clearance and stuff to be selling this? You know what I'm saying? She probably trying to get Kandi in the game picked up on. I don't know. For me, I just don't like Princess Francois. I believe yes, baby. Kandi and Todd, and I believe that this is Johnny. I believe that Johnny came up with this, gave this to Kandi. I do believe that Johnny gave this idea to Kandi, and she told Todd to do it. I can't do it because he told me about it, but you could do it, and we're gonna act like that you a boss. You the boss. You the boss, babe. Bertha got all the recipes. Remember House of Princess? Y'all remember when Bertha came over there when Kandi had that first when they had the taste test for the OLG? And she came over there and bought that chocolate cake over there. She said, "Here the cake," and she threw it on the table. Oh yes. Oh yes. No caregivers like myself feel isolated. Kandi gave us validation. What you mean, Flutter Girl? Johnny sued and won. It was Johnny's idea. Now, Jerry, I don't know if he won there. You know, Kandi is a bit desensitized. Y'all remember Marlo tried to get her to show emotion and make her ring. Jessica, hey, now I'm not going. Now Marlo was reaching. Marlo was looking for a moment, and I'm glad that Kandi didn't give her one. Okay, Bertha has an iconic meme. Kandi had to say something. Straight, but you know, my whole thing is, what is her daughter's name? What is Bertha's daughter's name? Winnie. Ain't her name Winnie? Wait a minute. What's Bertha's daughter's name? Not the one that Nora was trying to fight. Not from Kandi in the Gang. Ain't her cousin named Weenie? Winnie should have told us, or Johnny. Wait a minute, what's the Patrick? Patrick should have told us, or something like that, or the one that got shot down there at the restaurant. He should have taken, because that was his grandchild. That was the grandchild. For me, I'm just telling, ain't nothing wrong with what Kandi did. I'm just saying, in my family, some shit would have went down if Kandi would have got on there and said this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she's wrong. I'm just saying in my family, I just know how my family can be and real toxic or whatever. You only make announcements like this over your mama. You understand what I'm saying? You only make announcements like this over your mama. That's all I'm saying. You only come down here and you talk about Keon, you know that girl ain't getting no permission to get to come in and saying no stuff like that, child. What you mean? That ain't nobody else's business. It ain't nobody else's business. You make announcements like this for your mama. You don't come over here and make no. Maybe birthday kids gave Kandi permission. Why would you even want to put that out there? Why would you even want to? Listen. You know what? Y'all gonna feel the way. Listen, I'm just telling you. For my mama, I wish one of my cousins would. Okay. She also said that I ain't trying to start no mess, y'all. I'm just telling y'all about me and mine, okay? She also said that, and I already knew this. I told y'all about it. We did a whole video about it. Because if it's one thing that's going to happen, it's going to be me and Mama Joyce. Riley don't got nobody but me and Mama Joyce, okay? She says that her husband, Carl Tucker, relationship with her Mama Joyce, is still not great. It's still not great because Mama Joyce see the way that I see Kandi. And when he told you Happy Mother's Day, he had Kayla first. Kayla will never come before Riley. Never. He always trying to push, you know what I'm saying? Riley can't get no shine. He's slick, and you don't want to see it. They trying to replace Riley with Kayla. They're trying to replace Riley with Kayla, okay? Kandi's getting real about the ongoing tension between her and her husband. Todd Tucker and her Mama Joyce doing a recent Amazon Live segment. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum was asked about how things are going between her and her mama, her husband and her mama, and she said not great. You know what I'm saying? And then check this out. She over there on Family Feud, right? She over there on Family Feud. And this is the stuff that I can't stand about Kandi. And I might be on the hill on my own. I don't care. I think that he posted them in age order. Brooklyn Bell, baby, let me tell you something. Kandi became a mother because of Riley. Kandi became a mother because of Riley. Riley is always first. Riley been knowing Kandi longer than anybody over there in their household. We supposed to post them in order, and they knew Kandi. So you he could have posted Riley and then Kayla and then Ace and Blaze, but nobody comes before Riley. He didn't even know the girl until she was 5 or 6 years old. He didn't even know the girl until she was 5 or 6 years old. Ain't nobody paying attention. Riley, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm reaching. Listen. I'm telling you, Kayla will never come before Riley in no world. Okay. Now we got this here. You got this here. They over there on Family Feud, right? They over here on Family Feud, and now why the fuck is Kayla here? If Todd not here, this is what I'm talking about. If Todd not here, why the fuck is Kayla here? Why is Kayla? She ain't no damn. Okay, y'all. I don't know. Y'all get to doing that weird shit. She don't need to be around unless Todd is around. This is Family Feud. Shit. Go get Karma or somebody and put them in there. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm just being real. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the oldest child syndrome. What is the oldest child? Riley got in the left department in the child. Durga, she family, but is she really? She family, but she ain't family. Riley look good. Kandi always took care of everyone in her family. Kelly is not an exception. Child. Scream. What? Don One has no business being there being either. Don One is the one who gonna make sure that Riley is taken care of when their will and stuff get in order. Because Todd gonna try to have her frying chicken at the OLG. But they say the OLG is closed. The garden is being strategic. He wants to rob Riley. Thank God for Joyce. Right. Well, Bertha couldn't be that. Now, Dina, don't you do my auntie like that, Dina. You're itching really bad. Don't get your blood pressure too. Who's the other guy? That's Winnie's son, Patrick. That's Bertha. What's good, Diva? That's Winnie's son, Patrick. So that is Bertha's grandson. Big wig on Kayla. That's a big wig on Riley. So you can't take Kayla. I can take her. But I'm not trying to take nobody but Riley. That's my real niece. And Riley, and Riley comes first. Thank you for the super chat, JR. He say Todd has no job. Why he's not there? Is he cheating? What they call him, Marvin? I had no idea Kandi is so short. Crown Jewel, she bending down. Riley ain't hardly being neglected. Dina, she is. Y'all just don't see it. Y'all just don't want to see it. Okay? Now, let's go and talk about this Remy Ma and Papoose stuff. I listened to this stuff, y'all, just for y'all. Matter of fact, let me go. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah. Papoose, Remy Ma, and Clarissa. Okay? Now, I'm being fair. I got to be fair. I've seen Remy Ma around with the OG Block dude, the battle rapper. Honestly and truthfully, I've seen Remy Ma with him. But I've never heard, the man disrespect Papoose. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, I will say this, Remy Ma was moving around. She was moving around, but she was moving around with grace. She was not saying that this is my man. She never said this is my man. I love him. She never did any of that. Even though they was dressed alike, she never said that this was my man or tried to, she was showing up with the man, but she made it seem like that was her artist. Papoose and Clarissa and the mistress, the mister, I believe that Clarissa don't have no reason speaking, and I'm just being real. Clarissa don't have no business speaking on anything that have to do with Papoose and Remy Ma at all. At all. Clarissa is giving me this is her first nigga, or first nigga that ever claimed her. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, I don't think that Clarissa has any business speaking on anything that has to do with Papoose and Remy Ma. Okay? Remy Ma let us know that Diva say Clarissa brain might be a little, right. You know, that's probably, she probably got CTE. Clarissa, Remy Ma let us know that when she was in jail and all this black love, I believe a lot of stuff that Remy Ma was saying about Papoose. Papoose niggas killed me with the whole I can't go get my baby. I couldn't go get my baby. She was trying to keep me away from my baby. Nigga, go get the baby. What you mean? What you mean? I don't understand. This is where the lies get to coming in. So she don't got the baby. She ain't never with the baby. And you know she ain't never with the baby. But you left the baby over there with the babysitter? Make that make sense to me. She don't never got the baby. And she's trying to keep the baby away from you. But she was trying to keep the baby away from you, but you was able to go and pick the baby up from school. The police didn't come up there. CPS didn't do, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody keeping you away from the baby. You don't want to be with the baby. You want to be kept away from the baby. You want to be kept away from the baby. Because I feel like that if a nigga, and it's the same thing that I was saying with DDG, if you felt like that she was keeping the baby away from you one time, you should have went to the courthouse. If you felt like that she was trying to keep the baby away from you one time, you should have went to the courthouse. But the fact that you went and picked that baby up from school tell me that woman wasn't trying to keep you away from that baby. She was not keeping you away from the baby. Okay? Clarissa should not be, you have to keep your whore in order. You have to keep your mister in order. She should not be speaking on Remy Ma at all. She's out of line. When are you going to tell your whore that she's out of line? She's out of line. She should not be speaking on Remy Ma. I agree with Remy Ma about that. Remy said that she living her best life. Remy, ain't your son in jail for murder? Red Rum? How you living your best life? Okay? He claimed that he wasn't going to come out and speak on it until she spoke on her son. She said that Papoose has a son that's a part of the LGBTQ or whatever, and so he wanted Remy Ma to have a son. And now Clarissa talking about that she trying to have a girl. If he know what I know, I mean, I just look at Clarissa and I get mental. Okay. Remy Ma said that when she was in jail, Remy Ma, you mean to tell me when you was in jail you was paying rent for 3 houses? Remy Ma said that she was paying rent for 3 apartments. She said that she was buying cars and stuff while she was in jail, and everybody was saying black love, black love, black love. And that everybody was saying that I believe that Remy, there's no way I would have gave this nigga a nickel when I was in jail. Not one nickel. She said she was buying Christmas gifts for his other kids and stuff while he was in jail. How was she doing that? Because when you in jail, that don't mean that your money stopped coming in. You get paid when you in jail. You just can't put it all on your commissary. So she was moving stuff around with keeping up the facade. You don't believe that? I believe it. I've seen it done. Gave him power of attorney. I've seen it done before. Okay? She said when she got out of jail, she didn't have nothing. But she had love. She said when she got out of jail, she didn't have nothing, but she had love.
Take what you want from that. That's what he said.
All right.
I love the faces.
Said that when she got out of jail, she didn't have nothing. She said that she been asking him to get a divorce. He don't want to get a divorce. And I believe Remy. Because all he got is the black love facade. I believe that. Honestly and truthfully, I wouldn't even know who Papoose was. You know, for one part of the time they was calling him the king of New York. I was like, what? What? He was the king of what? I believe that they was all over there on Black Love. You know, that's a curse. The Black Love show that they had over there on BET, that was a curse. We seen Niecy Nash and her husband. She popped up with a lesbian. Okay, it was a man over there. He was a producer and stuff in Hollywood. Him and his wife was over there. He was an older man, and he had a younger wife. She was over there putting crystals and stuff in the bed to keep him. Next time we knew he was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Garcelle. Who else we seen over there? We seen Tina Knowles and her husband. Tina Knowles' husband stole $1 million from her, baby, and they got divorced. Then she had to pay him. Yeah. Tia Mowry was over there. She tried to say something. The nigga damn near jumped down her throat. That is a curse. Wait until Kandi and Target they divorce. Okay. She said that she wanted a divorce from Papoose, and she said that she wanted a divorce from Papoose, and she didn't want nothing but her jewelry back, So her jewelry got stolen. I say stole. Her jewelry got stolen in her own home. And she wasn't lying because she ran upstairs. She ran upstairs doing the live and showed us the receipt. That not only did he steal the jewelry, he pawned it. You left a receipt? You bought the receipt in the house? He stole some of her diamonds, her jewelry, and went and took it to a pawn shop. And she got online and started calling him Papoose. How could you steal her jewelry and send it to a pawn shop? I would have just rather you gave it to a bitch in the street than pawned it. To me, that shows me that you steal from me. You stealing. I can't put nothing down around you. You know what I'm saying? You stole from me? You stole from me and took it to a pawn shop? That's crazy. Okay? She had all of his stuff packed in the house. She said that he was that she been asking him to go. Remy Sugar Ma? He called her Remy Sugar Ma? I didn't see that. Damn, they messed up pawn shops don't pay that much. No, they don't pay that much. And she said, my whole thing is Remy Ma better hurry up and go over there and get the stuff out the pawn shop, because from my understanding, I believe that you got a certain amount of time before you can get your stuff back, or they keep it and they sell it. From my understanding. That's from my understanding. Gabor, Remy is full of shit because Papoose wrote for people like he did for her. People outside of New York may not know him because he was more underground. But what hit did she have, my sweet baby? She still her pen. So Papoose saying that he wrote for Remy Ma, the pen still wasn't better than Nicki's. Her pen still wasn't better than Nicki's. Remy Ma was never even in the conversation of the top girls. I'm just being real. You saying that you wrote for her. I mean, you could say that if you was talking about a Cardi B or a Remy Ma or a Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, a Cardi B, a Nicki Minaj or something like that. But you saying that you wrote for Remy Ma. Like, girl, you over there still on getting them loving hip hop checks? I mean, that's a lot for him, though. Clarissa is a fool for even being photographed with this married man, with this married dependent, right? And she is very. I think that she's slow. I really think that, to me, Clarissa give me this is the first relationship or man that she ever had, because she's sitting up here writing Remy Ma. She's literally up here writing Remy Ma, okay? Remy Ma wrote, let's see. If you just turned 30 and allegedly met someone 8 months ago that is 47 years old, that I knew since you were 10 and was married to them since you were 13, and he has 4 biological children, one age 28 but will be 29, one age 25, another age 24 but will be 25, and a 6-year-old baby, and currently promising you a newborn while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours, 54 minutes, and 3 seconds ago, please refrain from speaking. Okay? Because she was saying sign them papers. He went and put the paperwork in and just signed it yesterday on the 22nd at 5 p.m. Okay? So Clarissa go on and say, Remy Ma, I'm going to say what the F I want to say. Yes, we're going to have a family. Yes, we are happy. And yes, you're still invited to the barbecues and cookouts, long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pop alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus. And ain't nobody scared of you either. Sign them divorce papers. Pop filed yesterday, miss. Girl, you sound stupid. You sound stupid, girl. I just don't think that Clarissa have. Listen, Pop and him could and Rem can fight all they want. Clarissa should not have her mouth in nothing. She should not, because she don't really know what's going on. All she knows is what Pap is telling her. And I do believe that Papoose is looking for a come up with her. Remy Ma say, Clarissa, I'm blocked, so I couldn't at you. But in case you haven't noticed, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is talking about July 26th. I don't even know what's happening July 26th. Is that the wedding? Is that the wedding? Is they get married on the 26th? How he gonna get married if she divorced and they ain't even divorced? They truly don't know where it is. They truly don't know where it is, the opponent, nothing. Oh, so she's supposed to be having a fight. Not even after this little stunt. That's what should be the focus at all times. Listen, if you're ready to be a grown woman, call me. You had a number. In the meantime, Google divorce mediation. I've been offering that for years. Now, back to your girlfriend, Papoose. Bring that ass over here, boy. Black love. Must be a fight. Oh, child. Is this a word problem? The girls are bold in their trifling behavior. This is a come up. And you talking about having a baby with a man that's 47 years old? They say old men give you worms. Girl. You gonna have a baby with him so he can act like that he love the baby more than you and say that you like that fighting so you can pay him child support? Girl. Because I seen Clarissa online talking about, he ain't living in no car. I got money. I got this. I got that. So you paying for everything. So you paying for everything. Child. Who signs up to be baby mama number 4? This is sad because Clarissa really is the best in her sport. There's a common theme here. Every time Clarence needs some press and promotion, they start smoke with Remy. Now, I do believe that too, though. I do believe that too. A homosexual. Okay, Slow, release some music. You people are dragging her for being with the married man. Y'all people are dragging her for being with the married man. Listen, she can do whatever she want to do. I don't think that she should be talking about Remy at all. Clarissa basically saying, hand him here, I'll take care of him. Right. But are you going to take care of the kids too? Remy Ma was saying that she was over there taking care of him. My whole thing is he stole from her. The receipts are online. She literally ran upstairs and showed the receipts that he stole from her. Remy, if you want that jewelry that he stole, you better go get it. And my whole thing is he stole from her and bought the receipts in the house. What a dummy. You bought the receipts in the house. You didn't leave them in your car. Well, from what she said, you don't got a car. Okay. What does Pop do? They say that he was managing Clarissa. That's what I heard, that he was managing Clarissa. Pop is not a prize. Everybody think that Papoose is a prize because he held Remy down, or so we thought. But it seemed like that she was holding him down from jail. She said that her son was with his daddy for 2 years, and her mama had him the rest of the time. And Papoose tried to claim that he took care of him, but he really wasn't. Remy said that she was getting her royalty checks in prison and giving it to Pop. That's what she said. Yes. She didn't take care of her kid. See where he's at now. Now, M. Jones, now you filed for that. Her son, listen, M. Jones, What mother will raise a child not to be their very best? He wanted to be an assassin. If I remember correctly, they said that he had got. If I remember correctly, put a one in the chat. If I remember reading that somebody had hired Remy Ma son to off somebody, so he wanted to be an assassin, right? Yeah, the jury is long gone. It's gone. So yeah, I believe that they hired her son to be an assassin for something. One question: what did he steal? Can you play the video when she said that What you mean, T-Love? Let me know what you're saying. I'm saying it's sad and it's messed up her image. Oh, these days ain't no. A real. I do believe he wrote the raps and pushed her career after she got out, though. Push what? Silky and Satin, though. But I get that she. But my thing is, where did he push her career to? I'm not trying to be funny, Silk and Satin. I'm not trying to be funny. I believe Remy got more money than him. Remy is more successful than him. But him saying that he pushed her career, he's saying that as if he is talking about a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj or a girl or a Doja Cat or somebody who is at the top of their game. You wrote those raps. You were saying it like she was standing out. You said that like she was standing out. He did push her career. Where did the career go though? He said that like he said that I'm not trying to be funny. After Sheetha, what did Remy do after Sheetha? And before Sheetha, it was what, Fresh? And I think that was the underground hit. Fresh, Conceited, Lean Back. That's it. That's it. What did he write that was of any substance? Is what I'm saying. What number one hit does Remy Ma got for him to go and say that I wrote her raps? I wrote her rhymes. Now y'all even. She took care of you when she was in jail. Can't name two Remy Ma songs post prison. All the way up. Okay. Woo. A dirty great T. What? He did write all the raps. He never asked for a penny. T-Love, how did you know that, T-Love? Is you his sister? I'm not trying to be funny, T-Love. What? I don't know. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know what Remy Ma songs. Do they only play them in New York? I don't know a Remy Ma song. I don't know a Remy Ma song. I'm honestly and truthfully, I don't know a Remy Ma song. Conceited was not played nationwide like that. Y'all, come on. He got a job. What did he do? What did he do? Let me know. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I can't name a Papoose song. If he wrote them, then he should be writing credit on. He should have writing credit on the song. See, you don't know that wasn't it. What? I'm trying to be honest. 20% for management. Conceited is a TikTok ad-on clip. Womp womp. Do they only play them in New York? I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know a Remy Ma song. What I'm saying is I know Conceited because I did have one. We did have cable and we had one on 6th and Park. Okay. I know a song by Remy Ma called Fresh. I know that I liked her verse from Where the Cash At. She did Sheetha. And that's it. Okay, y'all want to say All the Way Up. They only played that in New York, though. That ain't really like no. I feel like people on the East Coast, and no, you know what I'm saying? People love what they love, right? Like, so people on the East Coast, they loved All the Way Up, but that wasn't really no nationwide hit. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't really doing nothing on Billboard or nothing like that, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All I remember is her talking about walking around the metal detectors. Lean back. Okay. Whatever was big too in New York, though, Andrew Mack. It was whatever in New York. Let me tell you something, Andrew Mack. Just because she had a video for whatever don't mean it was a hit. You get what I'm saying? Just because somebody had made a video to the song, that doesn't mean it was a hit, baby. It doesn't mean that it was a hit. Remy went to jail and she was gaining momentum, so she messed up her career with failed hits. Baby, I love it, y'all. Music is worldwide. Well, I'm from New York. So, okay, Tori, you see, that's why you think All the Way Up was a hit. Well, it was a hit in New York. Who showed out doing Diddy viral LOL Gabor? Huh? I'm in New York and it was big here, so maybe you're right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Gabor, don't do it. I'm not doing y'all that. I'm just saying, for instance, to some people, for instance, I heard Jadakiss and Fat Joe, I heard like first 2 episodes of their podcast, and they was talking about They Not Like Us. To them, you know, to a lot of people that's not on the West Coast, they probably don't feel like They Not Like Us is that. I mean, but that is a hit. It's undeniable. It was at the top of the billboards. He done won Grammys awards and stuff for it or whatever, but they probably not feel like it was all of that. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being fair depending on where you at. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at. But that was a hit, though. Sorry, that was a hit. That it was at the top of the billboard. He won. There was Song of the Year, Album of the Year, Artist of the Year. He won everything. Except for artist. You know, they gave the Album of the Year to Beyonce. Well, Beyonce won Album of the Year, but Kendrick Lamar. That was an undeniable hit. I love Money Showers. Did y'all see? I don't. It was a big hit in South Korea. What? For instance, Kandi says she's OS. What's OS? Kendrick got love for that. Not Like Us in New York. He did. She's a feature artist. She ain't no Rod Digger. It doesn't matter. He's getting half. Who get? Oh, Deidre, please no. Don't let him get half. It was a big hit in Japan. She was cute for New York's girl, but she was popular when rap was very region specific. She wasn't getting played like that in the South. They played Where the Cash At, and they played a song by Remy Ma called Fresh. I liked Fresh, but it wasn't a hit. I was listening to Fresh the other day at the gym. It came on when I was at the gym the other day. I got it down on my iPod. But it wasn't a hit. That's because the others liked it. She was hosting battles, did the reality shows, hosting podcasts. She was working. Silky said, I never said she wasn't working. I never said she wasn't working. What I said was, he said that he wrote her raps as if he was talking about a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj type artist. Or if he was talking about a girl who was number one in the game. Him saying that he wrote Remy Ma's records is going to be like, oh, okay, whatever. It would be shocking if it was if he was saying that he wrote somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was Lil' Kim or somebody like that. Or somebody who was really at the top of their game, but you wrote Remy Ma's stuff. Yeah, whatever. It's and them. They Not Like Us wasn't all that or became a hit because the people hate for Drake. But what I'm saying, Ali, though, people probably feel like it wasn't all that, but it was number one on Billboard. It got Record of the Year. It got Song of the Year. He, you know what I'm saying? It was an undeniable hit, though. Everybody know They Not Like Us, whether they like Drake or not. They know when the song come on. They know when to say a minor. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that song, whether you like it or not. Everybody know the song. That is what a hit is. If you put on Single Ladies right now, everybody in the chat can break out and do the 8 count that Beyonce was doing in Single Ladies. Now, you probably didn't like the video. I mean, you probably didn't like Beyonce, but you've seen the video so many times, you heard the song so many times, you know the whole 8 count. Up in the club, just woke up, doing my own little thing. You could just do that right there. You know the dance moves. Okay? Or at least what to do. I think him writing her raps matters to hip-hop heads because she was known as battling in her pen. Okay, Silk and Satin. I can understand that. He did, though. That's the truth. He did what? But you don't... How you know T-Love? Was you in the booth? Was you in the booth, baby? If she didn't go to jail, I think she would have had a good career. Good career. Give me an example of a good career, baby. Y'all some haters. I'm not social media trend. So I guess Kendrick sold out to say them too because of Drake too, huh? You'd be surprised what takes off overseas. All the Way Up is an NBA anthem. All the way up was because of French Montana and Fat Joe, not Rim. Sing Gabor. Pop is saying that to hurt Remy. But that's the whole thing. That's what the niggas say though when they go with a female rapper. They say that they write their lyrics. I'm waiting for one thing though. I didn't hear whatchamacallit say that about Cardi B though. He probably did say it. He said the other day, take care of your kids or spend time with your kids or something like that or whatever. But we heard Safari say that he wrote Nicki raps, and then we hearing this from him. You always hearing a nigga say they wrote a woman's rap. But again, it would be something if she was a Nicki Minaj. I never heard Fresh. It's a nice song. It's a nice song. Well, Top Chef, what? Oh, boy, what? It depends on which country you're in. You really need to have a world of view. Well, Kaya said Pop was writing her raps back when she came out. Last Train to Paris. Safari said about that. Papoose is acting really weak right now. I like him better when he was being cheated on. Ooh, Safari lying, but I believe Papoose. Okay, the difference is we know Papoose can rap. Now, Safari, this is why traveling is such a great way to learn about others. Nicki was shamed for being a feature artist and still had more hit features than Remy. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Mo Walker say, like Kelly Rowland is an international icon, baby. You know, they used to the people used to argue with me and say that Kelly was big overseas. Kelly was bigger than Beyonce overseas. I say, John. Neverland. Kelly was big as Beyonce overseas. Nicki was shamed for being okay. She hurt herself by stepping out with that Papoose lookalike. Remy and Cardi need to stop deflecting with their personal life and make music. Well, now Cardi did say that her album was dropping this year. Cardi, it's almost been a year, Cardi, since you had got upset at Joe Budden. It almost been a year since. Shit. I burnt myself with this incense. I was trying to put my incense in this thing. What was I saying? Yeah, Cardi said that she was gonna drop her album this year, and she ain't dropped it. It ain't dropped. We ain't heard nothing. But I think that Cardi's scared to drop the album. Once you have an album that did what Cardi's first album did, she is probably scared. She's probably scared that it won't live up to the success of the first album, or she probably have like a lot of pressure from the label to do it like a certain type of way. Usually, like Lauryn Hill had said that when she did her first album, the people weren't really worried about her. But once she did her first album and it took off, now all of a sudden the record executives had, ideas and stuff that they wanted her to do, and she didn't want to do it. But at this point, though, I think that Cardi's done. But I'm gonna listen to the album. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like once you put out a good body of work, I will listen to the second album just by what you had on the first. Just what you did on your previous album. I'll still give you a chance. It depends on how many songs you got on there, though, because sometimes people be doing too much now. I remember the days when we used to do 10 or 12. I remember the 16 songs with maybe 3 interludes. An intro, an interlude, and a outro. Then we started getting 10 to 12 songs. Then we started getting 10. And then, I don't know, probably 20. I believe the first time I saw 20-something songs was a Chris Brown album. And I don't even listen to Chris Brown like that. But I had looked at the track list, and it was like 20-something songs. And then I saw Tiana Taylor do 20-something songs. I said, girl. But her album is good, and she says she's dropping another album. So I can't wait for Tiana's new album to come out. The only thing with Tiana, I feel like Tiana is the second coming to Lauryn Hill. I think that Tiana is a very talented artist. However, the thing with Tiana, where I feel like that she has not blew up or gotten as big as she can be, is because with Tiana, she's almost like a tribute artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, every time we see something with Tiana, every time we see Tiana on the red carpet, she's doing a little Kim homage. She's doing a Janet Jackson homage. Girl, who is you? Right? Then with your music, you always doing, like on this last album that she did, I watched some of the videos. She doing a remake of a Cool J video. Then she got a Total remake on there. Then she got a Aaliyah remake on there. It's like, it's too much homage. We don't know Teyana Taylor enough for her to be giving homage to somebody. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing that Chloe Bailey and Normani was doing. Normani trying to give you Aaliyah and Beyonce. Chloe trying to give Aaliyah. Chloe trying to give Beyonce. It's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all can't. Yeah, Tiana do a lot of samples. That's what's hurting her. Everybody trying to do like what's the girl? Coco Jones. Coco Jones, you went over there and did Britney Spears' Toxic. Girl, is you crazy? We don't know you. We don't know you. I don't think that y'all need to be trying to play again. I will say this: Beyonce on her first album, she did do quite a bit covers. She did The Closer I Get to You with Luther Vandross, and she also did I'd Rather Be With You. Was that on the album? I'd Rather Be With You. She did that, and Wishing on the Star is one of my favorite songs by B. But we have to understand that we had new B. B had about 3 or 4 albums before. Yeah, Donna Summer Naughty Girl. Yeah, she did. Beyonce did a couple of them, but again, we had new Beyonce for years though, right? Beyonce and Destiny Child had 3 albums out before she dropped her first solo album. With Teyana Taylor and Normani, it kind of differs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, if I'm being honest with you, I feel like with Chloe and Normani specifically, they were trying to see who was about to be the next Beyonce. They was focused on trying to be the next Beyonce. Who about to take Beyonce's spot? I'd Rather Be With You. Yes, Andrew Mack, that's a cover by Rose Royce, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the chat. Who sang the original I'd Rather Be With You? Rose Royce? I believe Rose Royce. I'm cultured. India, thank you for the super chat. She say Diddy party for Memorial Weekend. Go get the grill. Diddy party? Absolutely not. Bootsy Collins? Okay, thank you. Gabor, can you jam a few Diddy songs with us? What songs do Diddy got? Wishing on the Stars, Rose Royce. Okay, Bootsy Collins. Okay. And Crazy in Love was a sample of the Shy Lights. Or yes. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was in Baby Boy too. Nairobi is such a waste. Who is? Oh, Normani. You meant Normani? Nope, no baby. Or Bootsy Collins for Be With You. Okay. Wishing on the Star was Rose Royce. Okay. Yeah. And what is this thing that y'all got going on? This is listen. I love Beyonce. She my number one, and I feel like I'm a member of the Beehive, but I do think that Beyonce can do some wrong. Okay. And when Beyonce do wrong, I will tell y'all that Beyonce can do wrong. However, this whole shit that y'all got going on with Beyonce and A. Marie, Beyonce got Crazy in Love off of A. Marie. One thing is crazy to me because Crazy in Love came out at the end of my 9th grade year. And A. Marie, One Thing came out my 11th grade year. So how in the fuck could Beyonce get Crazy in Love from A. Marie when it came out 2 years before One Thing? Like, y'all kill me with that shit. Well, she got it. If y'all go look at the dates, you know that that's not true. If you go and look at the dates that the songs came out, you know that it's not true. Crazy in Love came out in 2003. One Thing came out in 2005. Now, One Thing was a hit. Oh, same producer. I just feel like that y'all want to. I don't know why y'all mad at me. I don't know why y'all mad at me. Same producer. Rich Harrison ran over to B and gave her A. Marie sound. How did he give her A. Marie sound and Beyonce did it first? I never heard that argument. They even had that argument over there on Joe Budden. She performed it privately for Destiny's Child before B made her song. Now, y'all. And that Aaliyah conversation irritates me. What Aaliyah conversation? That means nothing, Gabor. They hold songs. But she even said that she had to release the song. She even now Beyonce has stalled. Beyonce has stalled. But she didn't steal that. I thought A. Marie came out first. A. Marie, no, One Thing didn't come out before Crazy in Love. One thing I love about Beyonce, she doesn't respond to fools. Right. She doesn't. Still don't mean she ain't steal something. She steal from everybody. I'm not saying she don't steal. I don't look at it as stealing. I think that she played homage Keon. Okay. One Thing was delayed and A. Marie leaked it. They were sabotaging it. A. Marie made it first. The label just released hers first. 2 years later, GGR. Come on now. So she put it out 2 years later. Now I do think that A. Marie first album was the shit. Now I will say this. I think that we had a lot of girls that come into the R&B game that I really liked, that I thought, again, I just feel like that when it comes to female R&B singers, I feel like we had some good singers that came and gone, because I do think that A. Marie is a great talent. I thought that Melanie Fiona was a good talent. But I think the labels are always trying to make the girls the same. The girls can have their own lane. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Melanie Fiona could sing the house down, and she had a really good album. A. Marie first album was good, and her Touch album was good. You know, but I think that people in the industry, like the executives and stuff, think that, and Carrie Hilson, please. Carrie Hilson was the shit. Her first 2 albums. But I think that if female artists are not Beyonce success level, then they don't look at them as good. Jasmine Sullivan. Why do you think she did Beautiful Liar with Shakira? But I think that she wanted to use, I think that Shakira, she wanted to, what do they call it? She wanted to, she was trying to cross over. And I think that Shakira was hot at the time too. Cause I remember she did that song with Shakira. Remember, I will never forget, when she did that song with Shakira, they had both performed, because that was my freshman year in college. They had both performed at the VMAs, and Beyonce came out there and did Ring the Alarm, and Shakira was out there, baby, hips don't lie. And I thought that Beyonce thought that she was going to sit Shakira down, and Shakira was out there shaking them hips, baby. I'm on tonight, you know the hips don't lie. Yes. Touch was a great album. Can we go with A. Marie and Carl Thomas was on repeat? We have to make room for the next superstar. Who is the next superstar? We don't know who the next superstar gonna be. I feel like I would like to think that I thought that Beyonce was gonna be Beyonce, but we don't know who the next superstar may be. I think that Chloe can sing. I think that Chloe has a beautiful voice, but for some reason, I just don't know why she's not. Well, I think I do know why she's not crossing over to people or whatever, but I think that she has a good voice. I really think that Billie Eilish has a good voice. I really love Lizzo too, but I don't think that y'all like Lizzo because she overweight. But everybody always be like, Lizzo make music for white people, but I don't think that y'all have listened to a Lizzo album. I think that black people don't mess with Lizzo because she's overweight. And I would die. I would die. I would die saying that because I think that Lizzo is talented. She could sing and she can rap and she really can sing, and she's a good writer. Like her special album was the shit. Lizzo screamed like J Hood. No, she don't. I think they messed up Chloe Valise. She pushed sex too much with her. There are so many talents out. Alex Osley has a great whispery voice. Who is Alex Osley? The last Destiny Child tour, A. Marie opened them in Atlanta. She was amazing. Beyonce is always attaching herself to whoever's hot at the moment. Shakira, Sean Paul, Gaga, J Balvin. That's what you're supposed to do. You're right about that. Why do you think she did Telephone with Gaga? To cross over. And I don't think that she should have. I think that she should have left Telephone alone. Well, she did. She should have left Telephone as video phone. She should have left Telephone alone. I mean, she should have left Video Phone alone and just left it there. Good boy, stop it. I love Lizzo. I know, but Lizzo get a lot of criticism. And they say that she is a mammy and she sings for white people and stuff like that. But Lizzo is singing soul music. And I also think that we need to, I don't know. I thought that Billie Eilish's last album was good too. But people are just so focused on about what a person looks like. You know, I don't know. I just feel like everybody's just so focused about what a person looks like. Billie Eilish can sing to me. I like her voice. And I think that Kelly Clarkson can sing too. And it turned people off. She sing fake. Chloe, yeah. But we work with Kelly Price, and that's something huge. Yeah, we did mess with Kelly Price. But I don't think that a black person just have to sing R&B music. She's just not my vibe. I gave it a try. Okay. I like Lizzo and I'm black. I love Lizzo. Lizzo is annoying and overweight. That's why. Monique, I'll jump on you, girl. Jerry, I thank you for the super chat. He say Lizzo sexually assaulted herself. She canceled. Jerry, that's a lie and you know it. That's a lie and you know it. Thank you for the super chat, Rodney. What's good? He said, hey, good boy, I didn't want nothing but what's going on with Remy Ma and Papoose? It's too much. I can't even keep up, baby. It's Mad Day with them. It's Mad Day for now. Let me tell you, Rodney, he needs to tell his whore or his mister to shut up fucking mouth. Y'all mad about that? Blue is perfect. Blue who? Blue who? I want B to do a collab with her son because that son child needs some shine too. M. Jones, I'll jump on you, girl. And pour them on Normani all over the place. Lost. Well, she about to be married now. Yeah, but how many albums did Kelly Price have? Ooh, I love Lizzo. I love Lizzo too. She's not annoying. Y'all just don't like her because she's a big. That's what I think so too. And I think I talked about this before or whatever. When she was on the Breakfast Club, we seen it with Lizzo, and what is the other? It's another singer too. People are upset at Lizzo for losing weight. Like she's getting backlash from her fan base because she's working out and eating healthy and losing weight now. I just think that is crazy. You know, I just think that is crazy to me. And do y'all think that's the reason why she's probably, it seems like she's flopping a little bit? Do y'all think that's the reason why she's flopping a little bit? Because her fan base probably, some of her fan base probably feel like, well, you lied to us and you said that it was okay to be heavy set. And you was confident, but you're trying to change up on it now. Like, damn, the girl can't lose weight? She can't have her own life and have her own personal goals for herself? I don't know. I think that's weird. I love Normani and her man look just alike. I don't know. I like Normani though, but her album wasn't good. I like her, and often she is a clown. Oh, the boy, you didn't even talk about Remy Ma getting it on with her ex-prison mate in the guest room in the marital home. Now, see, did they say that? Her ex-prison mate a woman? Now, I watched the hour and 30 minutes of I watched 2 hours of Remy Ma and Papoose. Remy Ma was like an hour and 20-something minutes, and Papoose was was he didn't. I didn't hear him say that. Did he say that? Is another video out? Is it another video out that I gotta go see? Papoose said that. Yes, yes. He said that. So he said that. So she was with a. So Remy Ma was with a woman. No, Lizzo can lose weight, but people got tired of her shenanigans on social media. Angela Kane. Now this is the shit. And Angela, I'm not saying it to you, but I'm just saying it about everybody else. This is what y'all do. Now, y'all got mad at Lizzo for putting mustard on her Oreos, but y'all was listening to the Diddy trial and saying that he put applesauce on cheeseburgers, and y'all didn't say a damn word. Y'all didn't say a damn thing. But Lizzo can't put no goddamn mustard on her Oreos. Oh, she just fat. She just fat. But y'all didn't say nothing about Diddy and his applesauce. Diddy's putting applesauce on his cheeseburgers. He put applesauce on everything. Ain't nobody saying nothing. But y'all get mad. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to certain people, just like y'all did, just like y'all doing. I've seen the gay dudes. See, that's what I'm saying, Keon. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be about if you being fat or not. It should be about do that even go together? Do that even go together? See? That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He say Papoose and Remy invited the cellmate to the house to eat. Oh, you lying to me. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. So they having threesomes. And I want y'all to hear me and hear me well. I don't give a damn if it's your husband. Do not do no sex tape with nobody. Do not let nobody record you in a sexual act. Don't let nobody do it, because this is the second time I'm hearing Remy Ma. I believe that she did it last. She said it the last time they got into it. She said, if my sex tape come out, y'all know who did it. Why even record it? Why even record it? Do not record no sex tape. I don't know. I'm sorry. For me, when I hear y'all doing shit like that, I just be thinking orphans. Because my mama's still living, my brother and my sister still living, my daddy's still living. You get what I'm saying? I got a grandfather that's still living that I done seen 2 or 3 times, but I still don't want him to see me like that. Shit, I'm here. Thank you for the super chat, Rodney. He say, did you see what Remy said Papoose adopted sister touch on kids? And that's why her daughter can't go over there. But what? No, I did not see that. So am I behind? I thought that I was doing my job and caught up this morning. Y'all gonna have to send me the stuff. Y'all gonna have to let me know, because I seen Remy Ma. She said that, okay, I could tell you what they had on. Remy Ma said that she was about to get 2 ponytails in her head. It was the video that I saw was like an hour and 22 minutes. She said she was waiting for the laundry people to come over there and pick up the laundry and fold the clothes. And she, when they came, she got off the live. And then Papoose, he was sitting down like an apartment with no furniture. But I was listening to Papoose when I was in the tub. I was listening to Remy Ma when I was making breakfast. So I can't really tell you. But I could look at Remy Ma because I was making breakfast and eating and stuff or whatever. So I seen her running upstairs. Y'all gonna have to let me know, and let me know where to find it. So I gotta go to their Instagram and find their lives. Y'all remember when Monique used to carry her little iPad with her and she used to go on Periscope all the time? I got an echo. I'm sorry. Kid Cudi, Cassie and Cudi could make a cute couple. That's a lie, Jerry. He said that the ladies' B-Day and Remy's are around the same time. So she decided that year she wanted a girls' night B-Day celebration because the chick was around. See, I gotta go watch it because I don't trust none of y'all. No, I'm playing. It ain't that I don't trust y'all. I just gotta hear it from myself. So, but Remy Ma said that her birthday is coming up. She said that her birthday is close to Memorial Day weekend, so her birthday is this weekend, and she said that she got something set up. So I don't believe I'm not surprised that Remy Ma would have messed with a woman though. That ain't really surprised me. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Oh. Applesauce and cheeseburger. I know what I'm having for Memorial Day. Applesauce on a cheeseburger? I don't judge. I don't judge. Oh, no, popular. Yeah, Papoose live stream was echoing because he was echoing. I couldn't hear him for a little bit. He said that he found 2 girls doing something and the baby was on the bed. He said that he found 2 girls. Wait a minute. Who is the other girl? Are you saying he found Remy Ma and the cellmate doing something? Or did he? Because I know that he said that they had 2 beds in their bedroom. Child, this is too much. I'm gonna have to go and watch it. Don't worry about it. I gotta cook some chicken tonight, so I'll look at it in a minute. Well, Cassie mama was being blackmailed for $20,000 by a billionaire who sent the money back 3 days later over a sex tape. Don't do it. I don't listen. And even with Forever, I'm gonna have to do a review on Forever because on Forever, you know what pissed me off with Forever for real, and I had got into it. Not really got into it, whatever. Being my friend had an argument over it. I did not like it Forever. For y'all that seen it. What really pissed me off in Forever was when Keisha's mama bought her boyfriend what Keisha was at. That pissed me off. That really pissed me off because I felt like Keisha, so I believe his name was Christian, right? My thing is Keisha got a cell phone. If Keisha wasn't answering the phone from the nigga that was ignoring him, that was her right. Why would you have to go and get into a car? I believe the man's name is Christian. I gotta go and look and see again. But I believe his name was Christian. The mama done went and bought Christian to where Keisha was at. Because he was trying to get in contact with her. What you mean you went about this nigga where I'm at? Is my cell phone not working? You couldn't tell me? Like he obviously got my number to get in contact with me if he needs to get in contact with me. But you bought Christian up here where I'm doing community service. If I'm ignoring him, and like this man could have been trying to kill me or something. You get what I'm saying? But I believe that her mama only did that because he was a star basketball player. I do not believe that she would have did that if that was anybody else. I don't believe that she would have did that if it was anybody else. She only did that because he was a star basketball player. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. That is going to be when I do my review, that's going to be a big point of contention for me. I did not like that she did that. And it even went more into, we'll talk about it. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said, where's the lie? Papoose said he caught the cellmate and Remy in the same room together sleeping. He implied they are let me see. He implied that they are, let me see, Jerry. He implied that they are, I don't know. No, Diva, Justin is the guy that Keisha was with. I'm talking about the basketball player that she gave a fellatio to on camera. She was ignoring him, and he went to the house looking for her, and the mama went and bought him when he was looking for her, she was ignoring him, and the mama went and bought him to the baseball game where she was doing community service. Like, why would you bring him here? If he's looking for me and I'm ignoring him, let me ignore him. You don't need to be bringing this nigga where I'm at. You know, I just didn't like that the mama did that. And I don't think that she needed to know. And my friend was trying to tell me, well, the mama didn't know what was going on, but she didn't need to know. She didn't need to know what was going on. You know that I got a cell phone. You know that I got a cell phone, and you know that you paid my cell phone bill this month, right? So you know that she could have contacted her daughter and was like, hey, girl, you know, Justin looking for you, but you bringing him exactly where I'm at is crazy. And I felt so bad that Keisha had got herself caught up. Y'all, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. It's so crazy that the world that we live in now, I can't even fathom it. When I was a senior in high school, the Razor had just came out. I believe it was a Razor, and you could, because you know the cell phones was like blocky, but the Razor had came out in flip phones, and you could take a picture on your phone, but it was not the clear pictures that we see now. They had not yet made video. You know what I'm saying? Videos didn't come out yet. When I was in college, the Sidekick and BlackBerry and stuff was popular. You know what I'm saying? The fact that these kids now make videos, sex tapes in high school and middle school is crazy to me. And I just think that we need to tell our children, boys too, you know what I'm saying? Don't record nothing. We need to start going through the phones. Don't record nothing. Nothing needs to be recorded. And I do hate that Keisha, I want my children, even if they unalive somebody, come and tell me. If you in trouble, you can come to me. I feel so bad that Keisha could not go to her mama and tell her mama that. I just feel so bad. I want my children to know that no matter what they do, you can always come to me. I may not be happy about what you got going on. I'm human. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always have your best interest at heart. I hate that she had to go through that by herself. And what I hated about it the most is that when her mama said, so we just look like the people who didn't give a damn. And that's what they look like. And I love that Justin mama was like, Justin, she... I don't care what y'all say. I love Dawn. Because Justin was like, I'm helping her through it. She was like, yeah, that's admirable. But her mama them need to know. Her mama them need to know what's going on. They needed to know. Because that woman didn't have no business. That woman had no business telling Dawn. I read this book by Sunny Hostin had a book. She had a book called On the Bluffs. And it's so funny that I watched this movie because Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the Black people go on the bluffs, and they went to the beach, and she ended up seeing one of the parents that one of the other kids in Justin High School. Well, I don't think she ended up seeing somebody else, another parent, and that's how Dawn ended up finding out that Keisha had a sex tape. And that is exactly how parents be. Parents be messy and stuff. It was going on when it was going on when I was in high school. Parents and stuff be in the kids' business and stuff like that and spreading rumors and stuff like that or whatever. If your son came and told you that was not her place to go back and tell Dawn that. She didn't trust her mother. Yeah. She didn't trust them. I love Justin's parents. I did too. But I love Justin's parents, but I didn't like how Justin daddy kept on shitting on what Dawn had to say though. But Dawn loved her son. Dawn loved her son though. Justin's mom was aggy, but she did love her for that because she was coming from her mom's point of view. She was. Dawn didn't do right. What you mean Dawn didn't do right? She was protecting her mother instead of allowing her mother to protect her, which is sad. Yeah, because it felt like that her mama was living through her. Her mother was living through her. Her mother said, you going to this prom is the only good thing that I got going right now. And that's sad. That's sad. Because it was trifling that everybody knew, but the mom don't have me out here looking like food. My mama used to tell us that when we was growing up. Don't have me out here looking like enough food. Don't have me going up here to the school showing out and you sitting up here lying the whole time. Now, did that teacher tell you this? Did she really tell you that? Don't have me in here showing out. Justin dad was giving me Cecil. Well, Justin dad, what we found out, Justin dad didn't go to college. He didn't go to college. Dawn went to college. Dawn actually went to Northwestern. And I feel like in season 2, we probably could dive into Dawn. And yeah, because it kind of did give me Cecil a little bit, but not really because he had a successful business. And he was getting ready to open his business. He had one in LA. he was getting ready to have one in Vegas and Atlanta too. You know, Justin Father is a man's man. We had pages and sidekicks. I'm old. She truly did love him. She was just overbearing, but ultimately right. Right. Love there would be a season 2. The ending was a real cliffhanger. I do love that there will be a season 2. And I'm happy to see, because you know, she played Dora or Zora on Greenleaf. And I thought that she's a good actress. She's a good actress, and Justin is a good actress too. They say that Justin, dad, is an NBA player, is a retired NBA player. He used to play for the Lakers back in the day. That wasn't Don's place to make her tell. I didn't like that. Shar, that was Don's place to make her tell. That was Don's place as a parent. As a parent, it was her place, because at this point, this woman, and I hate this white woman, done went over here and you spreading rumors and stuff about this girl that she got a sex tape, and so everybody know. And like she said, they say that, you know, we have a village, except for when it comes to our kids, because she was talking about Keisha like she was an outsider. She was talking about Keisha like she was an outsider. That was her place. That was her place to tell. To me, it was her place to tell. In my opinion, it was hard to tell, but it was her place to tell. Because you don't never want to go, because it was. You don't want to go and tell nobody nothing about their kids. You get what I'm saying? But that woman needed to know what was going on, because somebody could have said that to her on the street. You know what I'm saying? And I know my daughter ain't around here doing that. But see, the thing is, I knew something was going on with Keisha, because when Keisha and Justin was walking on Fairfax and they ended up seeing Justin's friend, didn't that boy get big? Justin Friend, I don't know if y'all remember him. He played on This Is Us, the black kid from This Is Us. Keisha, when Keisha was seeing the friend, when Keisha and Justin seen Justin Friend, Keisha let go of his hand, and they wasn't even speaking. He was just giving Keisha like a funny look. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? And kind of found out Keisha had a sex tape out. Oh. And I know it's just a movie or whatever, but that would have hurt my feelings. I mean, that it wouldn't have hurt my feelings. I just hate that. I just hate that so many of our of the youth is participating in stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I just hate that so much of our youth is participating in stuff like that. And it can, but I love that even though she was a head doctor, I love that even though she was a head doctor, that they made the character a virgin, because that can be true too. Just because she had a sex tape out there didn't mean she was no hoe. You know what I'm saying? That was her man, and you know, that was her boyfriend at the time. But that was her boyfriend at the time, and she was a virgin. And I love that they put that in there, because just because you get caught up in something one time, that does not mean that she was no hoe. And I love that they put that in there. I love that she put that in there. Yeah, Diva. She needed to. They definitely needed to tell the mama. Then she goes down, when she went down on that boy in the movies. Baby, I was like,
oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I wasn't ready for that now. I wasn't ready for that now. I was not ready for that, baby. Quick, right when I saw, I was like, whoo. Yeah, I'm glad she left it up for Keisha to tell her too, because that probably would have been a fight. That probably would have been a fight. Love Simone is so damn beautiful. Yes, she is. She is. And you know, I love, you know, and also what I loved is when he had at the basketball game, and he did good at the basketball game, and he said he was going to pins, and she followed him. Sometimes you gotta chase when you messed up, and Keisha did mess up. Well, did she mess up? I'm trying to think about what happened at that point where she messed up. I love the. I don't know. I love the. I love the show, and I love that how she was saying that what she loved about him is that she doesn't have to guess about. She never has to guess what he's feeling, right? But did you hear what Chloe said? Chloe said that they kind of gave her on the spectrum. A person that's telling you, you know what I'm saying? You see how they do niggas? A person that's telling you exactly how they feel about stuff kind of gives you on the spectrum. She said that it was on the spectrum. Chloe said that. But bitch, that's why you, what is she that's why Stanford told you no, bitch. That's why Stanford told you no, Chloe. Miss, he give me on the spectrum. I like that. I don't know. I just like that they had put their pride and stuff to the side. You know, I love that she followed him. You know what I'm saying? I love that he was, you know, how when he messed up and it was an apologizing to her or whatever, how he went on social media and was like tagging all of these pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love that when she messed up and she went to that prom and stuff. Oh my God. When I tell you I had tears, I cried about 3 times in the show. You know, I'm a sensitive cancer. Don't laugh at me or jump on me. I cried 3 times in the movie, and I can tell you when. I cried when Justin and his brother had got into it over the front seat, and how Dawn had saw that her son was going through it. You know, having his first heartbreak, and she saw that he was going through it, and she wasn't too pushy. She was trying to have a conversation with him. I love that she sent her son, the younger son, in the house to have a conversation with him. And when she seen that he couldn't handle it, that she told him that he could stay home. That literally had me crying. I loved when the daddy was saying, "You're the first person in my family to go to college." I love that when the dad at Christmas gift, he was like, you know, you went to yeah, he was hurt. Yeah, and how listen, they had me, and how he was breathing hard, and he was like, "Mom, I can't," and she knew that he was hurting, and she was like, you know, you can go home. And did you see when, you know, me, I pay attention to everything. Sometimes I gotta pause because it was going too fast when he had woke up. He had his first heartbreak. He was in the bed all day. It was nighttime. They were sending the brother to sleep. And when he had went through the phone, his little brother was texting him and stuff. I'm sure he was saying that he was sorry and stuff. And did you hear the mama saying, "Don't go in his room. Don't go in Justin's room"? The daddy was calling him to text. You know what I'm saying? Dorian everybody was like checking in on him to see what was going on, coaching everybody. So I love that. Also, when the daddy was saying, "You the first person in my family to go to college, and you the first," you know what I'm saying? And that means everything to me. You know, and you the first, and my grandfather wanted to go to college. He couldn't, and he wanted for my daddy. My daddy couldn't go, and you get what I'm saying? I love that. And there was another scene I cried. Did I cry again? I'm trying to think. Oh, I cried when Don called. I cried when Don called Keisha mama. I think I cried more than 3 times. No, I cried when I think I cried something else with the dad. I think that the dad was, even though he wasn't college educated, I think that he was an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no slouch. I did not like the gay uncle. You know I don't like how sometimes they be having the gay uncles and stuff on there feel like they could just say whatever they want to say to people and they won't be checked. Like, you don't know what can happen. It's possible that Justin could have went to the NBA. Remember, Deshaun said that when they was in high school and college, she said that they never thought that Eric was going to the NBA. That was like a surprise. So you can never know, and you can't let people talk you out of your dreams and visions that you have for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody talk you out of you. I'm just being realistic, bitch. You know. But I love that Keisha. I think I had tears in my eyes when Keisha had left all of them voicemails on that nigga's cell phone. But I'm just telling you right now, I probably would have left a week of it. If I would have left some voicemails, it probably would have been a week. I wouldn't have been calling that nigga all year. But I did not like that, baby. Did I tell you that Dawn ate Keisha up and said, baby, she came down here in some white girl suitcase? I say, bitch. That was the only elitist thing that they get. Well, that was the second, because she said they don't have sensor lights on their porch. Okay. But when she said, I guess she came down here in some white girl suitcase, I say, bitch. Now, Keisha, I didn't like that Keisha. I took her ass down there to Martha's Vineyard and then caught a bus and a train and a bike ride over there to the bluffs. And you know what I'm saying? And done really changed Chloe family whole plans for the weekend. And you know what I'm saying? At Martha's Vineyard. So you could be over here seeing Justin. Season 2, Justin going to the NBA would be nice. Well, Shar, he would. You can't. So they have a one and done rule to the NBA. So those days when you go straight to the league is over with. They got a one and done rule to the NBA now. So you have to play a year of college ball before you could go to the NBA. Now, so that's why Bronny went to USC, because he would have been straight to the Lakers. He would have went straight to the Lakers. Martha Vineyard, that's why she went. Good boy. Yeah, Treslove, I get that's why she went. But you go to run into him. You don't go and change everybody's plans. That's what I'm saying. You came down there in a girl's suitcase, you know. You came down there in a girl's suitcase, baby. What else? That Martha seen. Tell me what you mean. What you mean? Then he had the nerve to be laughing in his face like, no, not my son. Who? His NBA dreams are gone, Diva. Oh, Diva, no. The uncle reminded me of girlfriends when Peaches told Joan that she was a bad lawyer and she quit law. Martha Vineyard. Yeah, I get that's why. Yeah, Keisha was crafty. When the dad told him to do at the police stop. It was touching. I loved also. I love how the brother. I love that it wasn't a typical, you know. I think that with black men in particular, I love them having a character, a straight black man like Justin on the show. He wasn't a mean big brother to his brother. He loved his younger brother. They seemed to talk through their emotions, like when they didn't have a sibling rivalry or anything like that. For instance, when he took his brother to the arcade in Martha's Vineyard and they showed the conversation when they was playing basketball, and he told him, he'd say, "Hey man, you could have texted me and told me that you saw Keisha earlier at the arcade. We brothers, we supposed to be looking out for each other." And his brother said, "Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I'll do it next time." I love that he talked through his emotions. I do think that he was giving Dawn a hard time. And I do think that Dawn, but I just think that everybody don't want to go to college right after high school. But I did not like that he was trying to go to Howard with Keisha. I did not like that. And did you see that he didn't know did you see? I don't know. To me, I don't care what y'all say, he was trying to ruin Keisha's dreams because he didn't know what he wanted to do. And I felt like he was trying to get Keisha pregnant. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. I feel like he was trying to get Keisha pregnant on purpose because he didn't know what he wanted. He didn't know what he wanted to do, and he was lost. And I feel like he was going to try to get Keisha pregnant on purpose. And he was going to have Keisha stand. Keisha was going to be, Keisha was going to be over there braiding hair with her cousins. I feel like that he was trying to make Keisha be over there. She was going to be over there braiding hair with her cousins in the shop. She was going to have her a booth in the shop. That's what I feel like he was trying to do. Is that what y'all felt? That's what I felt. And I like that she had enough sense. Like, okay, you can pull out. Nigga, no. Nigga, where's the condom? Justin wants to make beats. Okay. I just knew he was about to fall. That's because Justin didn't have his own identity. She was his comfort zone. But baby, But again, I do love you. I love you. But I have my dreams and goals, and I have stuff that I want to do for me, and my dreams of Howard ain't got nothing to do with you. It's becoming too much. The cousin friend was not a virgin either, showing her breasts like that. Russell Window, I think that you could be freaky and still be a virgin. You could be freaky and still be a virgin. I don't think that she would lie. Now answer me this, because I got questions. Since we talking, let's have questions. Do y'all now? Because I went to college. I had a friend in college, and she used to always say, "Man, I'm a virgin. He keep on trying, but we can never finish." Girl, listen, I don't know, girl. What I don't know what you gonna learn. Was Keisha still a virgin? But I have a question. Was Keisha first time at her house or in Martha's Vineyard? And I do think that's a hell of a story to say my first time. I do have in my mind, I think that that's a beautiful story to say I lost my virginity on the bluffs at Martha's Vineyard. But do y'all think the first time was over there at her apartment? Keisha had too much motherfucking freedom, though. Keisha had too much freedom. But let me know, do y'all think that she was a virgin when he came to her apartment? Or do you think that she lost her virginity at the bluffs? Yep, he got real clingy, and he did, and it didn't work out. What, Diva? What? Yeah, I think he got too pitted on Keisha. He makes beats now in the basement. Keisha ain't slow. She would have removed that fetus to focus on her track dreams. That ain't no Shamina Justin. We know what some chapters he said. I'm glad when they separate. Right, I do. I am too. But how you freaking and you ain't had nothing? I didn't say that I was freaky. I said you could be freaky and still be a virgin. That girl probably read some books or something. Q in the song "Listen to Be." You're a freaky virgin. What? I think that you could be a freak and be a virgin, meaning that you're probably ready to do something and you didn't do it. By mouth, no, she was a virgin otherwise. Keisha was virgin herself. You up at the apartment. So you think that I think at the apartment because she tried, okay, she had easy, too much freedom. I cried for Justin when he was lost. I feel Dawn pushed the career aspiration for her son. I think that she just wanted the best for her son, though. I think that she wanted the best for her son. I think that she wanted the best for her son, and I also think that she wanted her son to follow in her footsteps and go to Northwestern like she did. And I think that she just really wanted him to go to college. But I don't know. But I will say this though. Justin was kind of getting on my nerves toward the end. Like probably, yeah, he started getting on my nerves toward the end. He started getting on my nerves toward the end. Justin came early when he was doing it with Keisha at the house, but she kept telling him it wasn't in there. And I love that. And I love that they didn't have Lovey show her titties. Not that I would have been mad if they would have had her show her titties, but I just love when some of the girls be like, no, I'm not doing that. And still get the role. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad they showed that. What, Diva? You got that they showed what? At the apartment. This is where the dad balances things because he was not pushing the same agenda on his son. Because he had became successful in his own right. Justin ain't do it right at the house. But did he not do it right? Was it not right? But just because he didn't do it right doesn't mean that he did. But does not right mean not doing it at all, right? Justin seems like a control freak a little bit too. Justin seemed like a control freak. Justin. I don't think that Justin should have been. I hate that he broke Keisha's heart, but I do think that they should have broke up. He had became too dependent on her. He did what Keisha daddy warned her about. He had made Keisha his world. And her mama had already made, you get what I'm saying? Keisha mama had already made Keisha her world. And it's like she's leaving, and this nigga about to try to make you his world too. He's the only good thing that you got going. I'm glad they didn't show her exposed also. But she knew Justin struggles. He needs gap year. He came before he put it in. Yeah, they needed to break up. Yeah. That the mom was pressuring him about college. Yeah, okay. And I also, I was shocked because I have a friend, his brother works at USC. And from what he told me, his niece is going to go to USC for free because his brother works at USC. He only got one child. Now, I don't know what the rule is for stuff like that or whatever, but yeah, he told me that his niece is definitely going to USC and she will be going for free. She got a free college education because the dad works at USC. Her dad works at USC. I agree. He's definitely a control freak. Okay, what was giving me controlling? Y'all got to let me know what was giving controlling. I definitely think that he was trying to ruin her plans of going to college. For me, I could be going a little overboard for that, but I would never, to me, you trying to have me over here braiding hair with my cousins. I mean, ain't nothing wrong for the girls that have to go and braid hair, whatever, but I got dreams and I had a vision for myself. And I love that Keisha stayed strong to her morals and did what she wanted to do. And still went to school. Gabor, no version LOL. You know too much to be one. What? Justin, give me a little bit on the spectrum a little bit. I'm not getting mad at you. I'm not getting mad at you that y'all think that he's on the spectrum. But I think that you got some. I'm not trying to be funny. Justin reminds me of a lot of dudes that I met in LA that are from LA. They are, he reminded me of dudes that I met in LA that are from LA. Yeah, Carly, he definitely gave one a special. I'm glad Keisha didn't fall into the trap. Yes, I'm glad too. That Justin cousin is something else. Did we meet a Justin? Who was Justin cousin? I don't remember Justin cousin. I kind of think that no one should go into college still in a high school relationship. Me either. Justin needs to take a gap year. I hope season 2 doesn't pick up during COVID. Well, it probably end during COVID, Dina. It probably end during COVID. I think that he was just attached and afraid. Nice. She was all he knew. But I can't be your everything though. That's too much for a child. Keisha was a child. Keisha was a young woman. I can't be your everything. I love you, but I need to. You got to. I'm glad that he broke up with her. I really am glad that he broke up with her because I just feel like it was too. She needed to go to school with a fresh start and only worried about her. You get what I'm saying? I can't go to college worried about you. I'm glad that he broke up with her. At Northwestern, they cover 80% if you work there. Okay. Cassie was still doing freakouts with Diddy while she was dating Kid Cudi. That's why Diddy didn't know she was seeing him. Maybe Justin's antisocial, Callie. He was all in the first night. He was already claiming her as his, which was a red flag for me. Oh, okay. But I just think that he was all in the first night. He was already claiming her as his, which is the red flag for me. Okay, I get it. No, ain't nothing wrong. No, ain't nothing wrong with him being on the spectrum. I'm just saying I didn't see any signs of him on the spectrum. I just seen him as a person who, you have some people that tell you how they feeling like that. I don't think that means that they're on the spectrum. That's what the girl, Chloe, said. I used to work. That's why I love the show. Marvel went to Northwestern in real life. Yeah, I learned. That's what Dina said. The cousin that showed him, that wasn't his real cousin showing him no tits. That was something, I believe that was the mama best friend or something like that. When you're a virgin during that period, you're hella horny and ready to lose it. Okay. It reminded me of the 80s Brooke Shields movie Endless Love. He was just young though. The cinematography and sex was gorgeous. I expect many award nominations. Mara really did her thing with this. I thought that the soundtrack was everything. I really love the show. I really love the show. And I really love, and I think that, I don't know. I don't really have anything bad to say about the show. Because I don't think, and I also have to say this. I loved that Keisha's mother was accepting to the talk that Dunn was trying to have to her. Because many times when you're speaking to, in my experience, I've seen it with family members, my own parents, and with friends, when you're, how can I say it? I'm glad that Keisha's mother didn't think that Dawn was looking down on her when she tried to call and check in on her. Because sometimes when you have a person like Dawn who's educated, who has a good job, and has money, a person who does not have that can kind of feel like you're looking down on them. If that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. They feel a little inferior, or they're being looked down upon. You know what I'm saying? Or she probably think I'm just this ghetto trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she was accepting of the phone call that Dawn was giving her. And I love that Dawn opened up to her and admitted that she was in therapy herself and what she has learned about therapy for herself and why she was going, things that she learned about herself in therapy. I'm glad that Keisha's mama was accepting to that. Condescending, yeah, it can come off as condescending. Yeah. I didn't know that Keisha's mom was going to respond at first. Dawn never act better than, but what I'm saying though, she didn't have to act better than just at where she's seated in life compared to Keisha's mama. Keisha's mama could have felt the way just off that alone that she's probably looking down on her. And I'm glad that she didn't take it that way. I'm glad that she took it. Because, sometimes we can overthink. And sometimes, I remember this season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Remember when it made me think about when Erica Jane, remember when Garcelle and Sutton and Kyle took Erica to Chuck E. Cheese? And she said that when she first got out of the car and they took the blindfold off, she thought, are they trying to make fun of me? Right? When she said, well, I'm just going to choose to believe them in this moment. And they wasn't making fun of her. They wanted to give her a pizza party because she had been talking about it. In my opinion, I thought that they wanted to give her a pizza party because she had been talking and whining about it and saying that she hadn't felt supported. And so they was hearing her and gave her a pizza party. But sometimes we can overthink ourselves. We can overthink and make an issue of something that's not there. And Dawn was really just calling in to check on her and make sure that she knew that this tape was out there about her daughter. She wasn't looking down on her. She was looking out for her as another woman, as another Black woman who has Black kids that go to these private schools. And that's all she was doing. And I'm glad that that Keisha's mother was receptive to that. Yeah. Because she was never a good friend to them. Yeah. Mara said that she is basically Dawn. Okay. Yeah. Dawn should have talked to Keisha first. Comfort the young girl and then tell Keisha she needs to tell her mother. You think so? I don't think that it was okay. So I hear you, Amy J, but I don't think it was Dawn's place to talk to Keisha first, because Keisha, the first adult that Keisha should talk to about this was her mother, in my opinion. So I'm pretty sure they had skull sessions when they was writing. Skull sessions is when people like the writers get together and they think about what they're gonna, like what the storyline is gonna be and how they're gonna do it. I'm pretty sure they probably had a skull session. And since Dawn was educated Don probably, came up with a reason why Don didn't talk to Keisha, and she told Justin to tell Keisha to tell her mama, because she should have been the first adult she talked to about it should have been her mother. In my opinion. Right? It wasn't her place. Kingsley, I feel that all the boyfriends want this dude at some point. I love how Justin Dad stepped in to loosen his mom brains. Yeah, a little bit, but I felt like that. I'm not trying to be funny, DGF. I feel like he was shooting her down a lot now. I feel like he was shooting her down a lot now. I feel like he was shooting her down a lot now. I just feel like they was a little too hard on my girl Dawn. You know what I'm saying? But Dawn was a little overprotected. You know what I'm saying? You want him to be a man. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he was a little bit too tough on my girl Dawn. You know what I'm saying? And I also love that he told her what he told him about. I gotta go in 4 minutes. I love that he also, when they was at the Bluffs and he had the conversation to him privately about how he had blocked her, and he was like, "No, it's not. You're not making it easier. She's here, and you owe her a conversation." You know what I'm saying? Give her a conversation. And that he went to sleep outside and he woke up and Keisha was calling him, baby. Keisha was still calling. Keisha was calling to give him an update on the Naruto show that she was watching. Did you hear that Erica Blanco hooked up with a Summer House dude? He told the blogs that she hasn't confirmed. I don't believe that. Dawn would have overstepped severely if she spoke to Keisha. I believe so too. I wouldn't have. Yeah. Yeah, she would have overstepped. Yeah, she would have overstepped. Did y'all see how Dawn was kind of shitting on and I don't know, I don't think that she meant to, but Dawn had kind of, gave him praise for the beat, but then she kind of like told the whole goddamn praise she had just gave him down when they was at the Bluffs on the beat that he made. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't really know that was what he wanted to do. She didn't really know that's what he wanted to do. Well, what else was on there that I saw that I liked? That was good. I thought that it was a good show to me, y'all. I loved it. Let me think. The soundtrack was good. I think that everybody did a good job acting wise. Yeah, I thought that it was good. I loved it. And I'm so glad that they got a season 2 too. And we got that season 2 quick. I don't even think that I was through with the first season by the time they said that they was having a season 2 or whatever. So I don't know. I really have nothing bad to say about the show. I just would be scared to have, I'm scared for my little cousins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Going to school nowadays, because again, with a sex tape and stuff out like that, with sex tapes and stuff out like that, it shows. In LA, I'm originally from Houston. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to a friend, and he's from the South as well, and he lives in New York. And I used to always hear people say, yeah, the South is slow, you know what I'm saying? Or certain cities and stuff is slow. New York is fast, LA is fast. And I'm like, I don't understand what y'all mean by that. And like watching this show, it kind of, because to me, the Fairfax area, whatever, that should be for grown people. But we got teenagers and stuff going, just walking on Fairfax. Like, I couldn't imagine being a parent, sending my teenager, they telling me that they going to the Fairfax district. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't imagine being a teenager. Yeah, we went to the movies, but LA is really the city. You get what I'm saying? Like the part of Houston that I'm from, it's not like it's the city, but it's still kind of country. LA is really a city. You get what I'm saying? You can catch a bus anytime in LA. Like it's you and then with Uber and stuff now, I don't know. I will be, but I'm pretty sure. I think that I'm just thinking that now because I don't have kids and I'm not raising right now. But I just think that it's LA is really a city. Is all I'm saying. LA is really the city. I used to go to the mall and stuff in San Francisco. Right. Oh, yeah. I just wouldn't want my kids to participate in nothing like that. I'm going to preach to my kids. Don't you ever put nothing on no phone. Don't you ever do nothing on no phone. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, y'all. I hope that y'all have a nice weekend. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for being here, y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all have a nice weekend. Adios.
Call Daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call Daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call Daddy, tell him 25 got it.